He said, "Where is our Nana now?" We'll take that to be the last one. What you got on
No,
there, bro?
so the elders, her and Enki, both on world right now, and they Enki set up camp on one of them Air Force bases in Florida. Nana set up camp at the orphanage in Texas, but she had to move around to other orphanages, and she can be anywhere where a large number of children are being brought in from these catastrophic events in these cleaning out of these tunnels. You got a lot of children under there that they was still in,
Wow.
and we there's no way you're gonna find their parents if they even still living, because sometimes they kill the parents when they take the child.
Some of them kids from third world countries, and they parents just gave them up anyway for money
Yeah,
or whatever.
because they
Yeah,
start.
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
You know that's
That
bad when you gotta choose between keeping your child and eating tonight.
yeah, that's
That's a horrible situation to be in. The misery is so deep. You'd rather give your child up than have them suffer the suffering that you particularly suffer.
That I wanted to touch on the Heka. The Heka is the arms raised. I don't know if y'all can see, but they together like this in the Egyptian hieroglyph. And she said that the Heka is the symbol for the three-phase goddess, which is the moon, the goddess of the moon. And the three phases come in is the maiden, the mother, and the old crone, commonly referred to by us on the land as the three sisters. The three sisters is instrumental in everything that our people did, as well as she come back with the seven pillars. The seven pillars is each one is symbolic of a chakra, but it's also symbolic of a seat of order within the physical reality, and each chakra represents the energy in order to organize. So you have to organize the energy according to the seven chakras. And she went on to say that the hourglass was empty and it was the symbolism of the flipping of the hourglass in the sands of time, because this is the end of the end and the end of the beginning of the new beginning, meaning all roads have been cleared, all debts have been paid, all karmics have been exposed, all frauds having called forth for the three kings to come. Then she went over the message was to look for this weekend, the 6th and the 7th. And then I got a knockback later in the day on the 6th and the 7th for a weather anomaly incoming. And she said that it's going to be a huge event and that there is a significant warning tied to this event. Then she went on to say that there was no respect for the time frame that the Great Mother gave. And because they didn't have any respect for the time frame, now they get to suffer the wrath of the Great Mother, as she has her big daughter Oye in waiting. This is a water event. Oye is in charge of all of the waters, the lakes that's not part of the sweet water of Oshun. You can't see Oshun until her sister flood the land. So, and she only does that when Big Mama is being disrespected. And according to the Oracle message, Big Mama feel disrespected and slighted because the time frame was given and they didn't produce. But the reason they didn't produce because they was running what you call a diversion op. The diversion op was to get me to fall into a false narrative, as if I don't know that Larry is the chief. And ain't nothing wrong with him, and he's good and physically good health and sound mind. So they wanted me to push that narrative, which would have threw us all out of whack. Because how in the fuck am I telling y'all free Larry Hoover knowing that the man would be deceased? That's fucking retarded. Why would his son be still talking about free my father and as if he don't have communication with his father? Go to the motherfucking federal motherfucking roll. Somebody went to that shit, sent it to me pulled up where they had Larry Hoover information and said that was all the receipts they need. They did their own individual research to satisfy their own need for evidence. Motherfuckers telling us Larry dead with no evidence. But they want me to stop telling y'all free Larry Hoover. Then the slight come in, you know, the backbiting, the deceit, oh, he's a fraud, he fake, he calling me out on some shit that ain't true, but they never said what that I said wasn't true. They just mad because I called them out on it. And I'm gonna call the motherfucker out every goddamn time because until I see my motherfucking chief, I'm in the war mode. And as long as I'm in war mode, these motherfuckers is in trouble, right? I'm trying to get home, trying to get mine home with me. I'm not trying to be bullshitting with the enemy. I know who the fuck they is. I know how they operate. When they came with that bullshit, Big Mama said, wait. Big Mama said, fuck it, get them, flip the fish in the street when she rained the fish in Texas, which also came through in the Oracle message. Then she went on in the Oracle message to say that there is portals opening up and that Big Mama was about to open something called the Big Portal or the Great Portal of Magic. Whatever it is, I don't have no idea exactly what she talking about, but I got a suspicion of what she talking about. And if there's any validity to what my suspicion is in relation to the message that I'm picking up, somebody in trouble. And then somebody gonna have to answer for some shit. And it's not gonna be me because I did my part. Now, all these motherfuckers running scared because I called them on their bullshit, right? And I called out the bullshit of the ones who tried to pit me against people that ain't thinking about me. Rashad Jamal ain't thinking about me. Kali Aman, I think, what his name? Kalai, that nigga ain't thinking about me. That nigga got his own lane. They in their own lane, doing their part to solve the problem. We all ain't supposed to do the same thing to solve the problem, or you won't never get it done. We are dispatched to different parts of the problem, right? So when you understand how the problem was structured, then you understand why some of us had to be the bad guy. And some of us just gonna be the straight motherfucker across the board. I don't have to be the good guy or the bad guy. I'm the straight guy. When you bump into a straight bump, you get straight bump back, whether you come to the left or to the right. You treat me right, I'm gonna treat you right. It's that simple. And I don't care if wherever they at, remember, everything got to be revealed. All frauds got to be revealed. At the end, all of the dirty players got to be revealed. Don't get angry and don't take sides while they being revealed, even if that motherfucker would have been me. But I don't have enough give a fuck to cross somebody out because I can get it on my own from the dirt. So I don't have the ambition and the gumption. Did y'all say it? Can y'all hear me? Somebody said there's no sound. Somebody say dream strong lightning bolt in New York City today. I'm glad you brought New York up because New York came up in that Oracle reading. And also this my Nubian sister, Sika, she gave a warning for New York. Right? So the Oracle message said that New York had sunk 5 feet. I don't know what Sika message was on New York, but she said something is incoming to New York. I don't know. I'm just reading what the oracles is saying. I haven't got no direct intel on New York, but the oracles is seeing something coming from spirit, which it always happens in the spirit before it happened in the physical. I'm going through the comments before I go any further. Yep, my man say you can check at any death at the coroner's office. But according to the individual that's claiming Larry is dead, right? They saying that me bringing attention to Larry plight is what made them kill him. That's some bullshit. Because it would have been advantageous to the enemy to tell us Larry was dead even if he wasn't. But they never did that. So the secret enemy, the enemy within, gonna slide up under the motherfucking #1 advocate next to Larry's son and Kanye to pushing this Free Larry Hoover agenda because we know that it's tied to all of our shit on the land. And so they want me to produce proof of life. It's coming. I'm telling you, you're going to see Larry Hoover. I'm telling you, you're going to see Chief Malik Angel Bay, and I'm telling you, you're going to see Big Tukey. This is not a guess. This is a guarantee. And I don't guarantee shit unless I can produce the receipts. But motherfuckers think I'm supposed to produce the receipt when they want me to produce the receipt. Yeah, it been some anomalies going on in Cali, in the Southwest in total. See, that's the response. That's Mother talking about the Mexico-American wars. So, you know, it was Conjure involved in that. Yep. She said, Sika said today that Atlanta is not safe. Well, I don't know if it's safe or not, because I'm not into the fear-mongering game. But I'm going to tell you this. Follow the animals. If you see that there's no birds in your area, it's a sky event coming. If all the birds land on the ground, it's a ship in the sky. If you see all of the like deer and shit going to high ground, dogs and shit disappearing from motherfuckers' house, get the fuck low. It's coming into that area. That's how you tell. And so, also, we had a blizzard. We've been having blizzards and snowstorms in the Midwest. It's fire in Colorado, burning down whole communities. It's motherfucking raining fish in Texas. It's motherfucking freezing blizzard and hailstorms in Egypt in the Sahara Desert that she also mentioned in the Oracle message that I have already posted about those weather anomalies that she was talking about. Somebody said they in New York, but they just don't know where they to go. Go where your roots. Follow your roots. Your roots gonna take you back to the safe place. Yep. When them animals get to disappearing, it's catastrophe coming. They gonna know before the humans, because they read the spirit better than humans. Humans got to the place where we disregard the spirit for the words of man, right? So that's why it's written in their Bible, these people draw near to me with their mouth, but their hearts are far from me, teaching this doctrine, the commandments of me, and that's your law. That's your law of your legal fictitious corporation that don't got nothing to do with us. But as long as you feel like you need somebody to tell you how to live your life, then you need somebody to tell you how to live your life. Yeah, so I mean, it's a lot of messages coming in. I'm not gonna tell nobody to leave. I'm gonna tell you to watch the animals. The animals don't give a fuck. When they tell you it's time to get the fuck out, they don't care if you pay attention or not. You know? Well, the animals is gonna always tell you before the human know. Yep. So she said she got all kind of animal life around her in Southern California. If the motherfuckers disappear, you disappear too. If you see the direction they going, following that direction, the animals gonna keep you safe. You ain't got to rely on the weatherman. You don't have to rely on no oracles. You can follow the animals and you're gonna be straight. We followed the animals to migrations out of great catastrophes because we knew that nature talked to the human through animals and through other elements in nature. So then we watched the animals to know that we need to move, right? So I'm not going to say you need to move because you in this city. That's foolish. The animals going to tell you, right? So I can't say that enough. And this is why we got totem animals. Your totem animal going to come to you in a dream, and that motherfucker might talk to you telepathically and say, hey, you need to get your ass up right now out the bed. Danger coming. Wake the fuck up. You in a dream. Wake up in the other dream so that you can fix that motherfucker for you don't never get out of this one. Right? So the animals know. You know what I'm saying? The animal's smarter than the human. Right? They don't do math and they don't motherfucking count money. Right? So they got to be smarter than humans if they ain't counting no money. Because they don't need money to survive off the fat of the land. But the humans can't survive off the fat of the land. I don't care what the conditions in the community is, I can survive there. You don't determine your totem atom, you discover what your totem animal already is. Yep. Jessie Hill says she caught a hawk that came circling 3 times. I see them foxes always coming over there to check on the righteous decoy. Yep. So, it's a whole lot of messages coming in that imminence is at play. So you're going to have proof of life for Larry. But remember that I told you that the motherfucker was a fraud and an imposter trying to lead me off the path. The blue jay mean justice is coming. The foxes is cunning wisdom. It's the way to get somebody else to do the heavy lifting while you can also benefit by telling them what to lift. So the fox normally works with another animal. Like the jackal is a species of fox. In Africa, work with the honey badger. Over here, the fox work with bears, sometimes with coons, sometimes with polar bears in the Arctic fox. Sometimes they work with birds, right? Where the fox may make a pact with a hawk. He'd flush out 2 rabbits. The hawk would catch him one, and then he'd take one back for his babies. See, the animal's smarter than us. And these humans think they so goddamn smart that the animal's dumb. But they know how to work together when it comes to survival. We know how to kill each other when it comes to survival. Tell me who the smart ones is. The robin is a banker in a family. When you see the robin, like for instance, rocking the treetop all day long, huffing and a puffing and a singing his song. All the little birdies on Jaybird Street love to hear the robin go tweet, tweet, tweet. So what they telling you, all of the birdies on Jaybird Street, the Jaybird is the blue jay. And the robin comes with the blue jay to bring the wealth. This is Oshun following the Ogun, but it's in a totem format on the bird clans, knowing how. So we had the crow clan knock came through, and then like the read from the Katharina Atkins with her divine feminine, divine masculine read. She said every fucking thing I was going through, like when somebody put the death conjure on me and I started laughing because I'm not suicidal. So to put a spell on me to make me commit suicide and call me the suicide king is the dumbest shit in the world. I'm not even remotely close to suicidal. So the owl is a black girl magic domain. She helps you see in the dream what takes place in the physical world. Ooh. If you scroll down my post, you will see the horse head on the human body in the post. That's your post that you're looking for because that's your receipt. Yep. So the 3 crows is the 3 dots, and the 3 dots is the 3 black dots, which is the 3 black eyes, which is the 3rd eyes of the 3 kings. So it's a knock to a knockback off a zigzag zig 3 king flip, and walking on the land is free men. Right? Spiders mean we putting it all together. This is an indigenous clan called Anasazi, which is one of the oldest known clans on the land from the West Coast. Right? So Spider Loke flipped me the key for the Anasazi spider web in order to be able to read the spider web in real time. So that came from an artist named Spider Loke flipping me the G, right, on the conjure. And then you had Tone Loke was the knockback off the Blue Lodge to Spider Loke. Right, so now we got the 2 lokes, and the loke mean crazy in Latin, right? So it's 2 crazy clowns. It's Crazy Horse, which knocks back to ODB off the Wu-Tang Clan on the east back in New York. So you got Spider Loke knock, Alpha Tone Loke knock, off of a Chief Crazy Horse that we call Old Dirty Bastard. Not right. And the Old Dirty Bastard is Chief Crazy Horse. Right. So it's more chiefs in New York right now than anywhere on the land. Right. They all congregated in the 5% Nation, the Nuwabians, and they congregated in the Nation of Islam in New York. Then they got what you call local borough families or clans or cliques. The local borough cliques, like Nas was blessed in the Queensbridge. And all of those Queensbridge artists came out of there, got to get the rub from Nas in order to get past the hump in the road and open up their careers. The cockroaches' resilience. When you know, even though we don't like roaches, the cockroach is the symbol of resilience against all opposition. Yeah, so I've been getting a lot of reports about people seeing the mothership.